Okay, Coach, so normally thoughts turn to basketball this time of year in the Hoosier State, but not so this year. The NFL playoffs have come to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Let's go. Mike's set. 180. Let's go, D. Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
First down, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Hey, check 24, check 24. Bang, 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 bang. Hurry, hurry. I got motion.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Check, 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 check. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Let's go, let's go. Watch twist. Watch twist. Check 13. Check 13. Pistol.
On first down, Bailey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check 4, check 4. Check 50, check 50.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
I got one. Check 99, check 99. Real. Check 43.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll try to draw now with Chubb. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
27-yard line. Check, check. Lucky.
From the 27, Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Third and long for Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
That's fielded in the end zone. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
We spent so much time talking about the physical side of the game. How about the mental side? They just gave up a field goal, but they didn't get down at all. Big-time return. They're set up to try and at least tie the game up.
Let's go now. 54, 54, Mike. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Hatch it. Shut up.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 24 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Set, 180, 51 to Mike. Kill. King. Switch, real. Switch it. Kill. Hey, turn.
They go with Chubb on second down. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Mayfield down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Let's get it.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know that makes some adjustments.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jannard Avery able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack on 1st down, Brissett. He's got his man on the crossing route. A huge play that time for the Colts. 41 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Brissett. That is caught at the 7. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Brissett sets to throw it. Buying time to his left. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own
The Browns' drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 75 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Out of the gun, Brissett. Looking deep here for oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Ringo. Check. Crunch.
They'll run on first down. Huff, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On the double. Mike's by four. Hey, let's get in that hole. Over. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. All day, punk. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Come on, boy. Boss. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
They just get the play off. Now Brissett. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jannard Avery picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here we go. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey. We got 3. 3 down. Hey, watch 13. 51's the Mike, boy. 51. 65. Deuce. There he goes.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. So there on that play, offensively, they were in the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Mike 5-4, Mike 4. All day, baby, all day. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense, let's go. Hey, Ruff. Check Mike 54, Mike 54. Watch the run, watch the run. Shoot. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. It's just me. It's just me and you. Right there. 54.
Brissett. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Greedy Williams, the rookie out of LSU, there to knock it away.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Now Brissett. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This from 44 yards away. And Elliott puts this one through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So well-paced drive. They were able to calmly take it down the field, and then they finished the half with 3 points.
Yeah, and that's what's commonly known as playing the 2-for-1 game, right? Being able to get the points at the end of the half, knowing you're getting the ball to start the second half, gives you a chance to go out and double what you got done in the first half.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
All day, baby, all day.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 3, 25, check 25, check 25. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Here's Brissett. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing, Brissett. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
All day, every day, any day.
Here's Brissett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Check the out, check the out, check the out. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, yeah. Check. Check. Fresno.
To throw is Brissett. That's going to be caught. 25 yards that time.
You ready?
Complete to number 13. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Let's go now. Hey, hold on. 3 birds. Shift.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Kill.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And again, it's Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, watch this, watch this.
From the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
A game of 15. And the Browns first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
At the 38-yard line.
Set. 180. Up. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Check. Whip.
They run it again with Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Switch. Run. Mike.
From the 44, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I don't think you got it, son.
On 3rd down, Mayfield will let it go deep for Beckham. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Mike 54. Mike 54. That's it. You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
Brissett on 1st down. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Brissett to throw on 1st. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Brissett now. And that is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And it's 3rd and short. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Eluding the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
A toss play to Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Mayfield looks to throw. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. DeForest Buckner coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And this kick will be touched down as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Here we go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Let's go. Let's go, dude.
Play fake, Brissett. This is caught. He got 29 yards that time. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. To throw, Brissett. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Browns drive about to get started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run again on first down, Chubb. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett on the tackle.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They toss it left side to Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in a game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. One last shot from Mayfield here. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.